Lagos, Nigeria. Please welcome the most beautiful hostess with the mostest, Monalisa Chinda.
Hello viewers, welcome to You and I.
Good. Wow, look at that strength. Look at the story. Oh, that was just showing
I
off.
told you.
Right.
One of the things.
Oh, no?
No. Thank you so much. This is you. Yes, that's Are you attracted to women who've got muscles? I mean, what you like? Hello viewers, welcome again to You and I with Monalisa. Yes, that's me. Well, we're going to go on a short break, and when we come back, You and I continues. Stay with us.
Honey!
Daddy, please, can I go out with you and Mommy tonight?
Sure thing, sweetie. Get your shoes and we go.
Promise?
You have my word?
Daddy!
You know I wouldn't leave without you, my princess.
There's nothing more important than a promise. We are fidelity. We keep our word.
Welcome back, and it's still You and I. And here with me is Kiki. Kiki, say hello again.
Hello, everyone.
So tell me what you have for me today.
Well, I have something really nice for you today.
Let's hear.
So basically, a friend of mine is being approached by a guy that has money, and he wants to date her. Now, the issue is she feels uncomfortable dating him because she thinks people are going to think that she's dating him because he's rich.
What has that got to do with anything?
I don't understand. I asked her the same thing. Why do you have the mindset that people are going to think that you're dating him because he's rich?
Is she in love with him, or
She thinks he's a nice guy, but the thing is,
is he in love with her?
well, we don't know if it's love yet.
Okay, well, they kind of fancy themselves, and they
Exactly.
want to be an item.
Exactly. Now let me ask
what's
you
the
this though.
question?
Like, now you just step aside for a second, right?
Yes.
If you saw a young female with a rich dude, are you gonna automatically say she's with him for money? No, wait. No, seriously, let's be real. Don't
a
fake
young
it.
girl with an older guy.
See, there you go, talking about young girl, older guy.
Yes,
If
there
you
is
see
money.
a female,
No, is it a young female or with an older male?
a young female, she could be 20s, you know, 30s.
I tell you, with a 70-year-old man or 60-year-old man, of course, it's money. It's all
No
vanity.
way.
It's all money.
He is not 60. Dude is probably like in his late 40s.
It's still money. What are you doing with somebody that you can?
Now you are one of the people that
you're old
has
enough
her
to be your daughter.
thinking,
20, 40. What are you talking about?
no, she could be, why? He's late 20s and he's in his 40s. Why does it have to be money?
Well, now you're coming closer. The age gap is no more. There's no more difference.
Now, that's why I'm trying to break it down so you and everybody else knows. If she's in her late 20s and he's in his 40s,
There's nothing wrong with
why, exactly, why does she feel that she has to let people know that it's not about money? What makes her feel? I'm just curious,
does she
why?
owe the public any explanation, whether
Exactly.
he's poor or he's rich?
Let me not say it's only females and guys as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you see a guy with a female that looks good, okay, I don't know what the definition of a not good looking guy is, but if you see a guy that's not, quote unquote, in our own concept of good looking with a female that looks good, immediately you're like, oh, he's with her because she looks good. That's just my thought.
That's so 1960, because if it's today, if you're with a rich guy, in fact, you're so in love with this man. If you're with a poor guy, they say, girl, are you all right? Like, how is he going to put food on your table? So this thing about love is so real way back with our parents. But today, forget it. Everything just is vanity.
So love is activated by comfort, is what you're saying.
It's activated by what?
Comfort. Like, so basically,
Well,
I'm loving you for something.
That's not the reason. You're trying to bring out words from my mouth. And I really don't like it, Kiki. Listen, what I'm saying is, it all depends. For me, age bracket is very important. If the girl is going out with a 20-year-old girl is going out with a man in his 50s or so, it is money.
Okay, what if she was in her 20s and dude is in his 20s and he's the son of some rich dude in Nigeria?
No, it's not money. I think they just probably have something going on together. It doesn't really matter.
But there's a reason why she feels that way. There's a perception that is already out there. You don't think so? There's a perception already out there that is established that, okay, if someone sees you with a rich person, they assume that you're with him for money. So it's not about the age. If someone sees you with someone that has money, it's like, okay, well, she's with him because he's rich. But if you're with a broke person, okay, yeah, this is real love. This is love.
The love is just...
He doesn't have $1 million to take you.
They want to grow together. They want to
this
manage.
This is real love. Then when you are with already made package.
Yes.
Auntie.
Anyway, guys, viewers out there. Let's leave the rest. Viewers out there. Let me ask you this question. Why is love only aligned to the broke guy and not the rich guy? Share your thoughts. Right?
Let us know. Why is love associated with money and finance? So go on that social media, leave your comments. What do you think? Is love associated with money? I don't know. Let us know.
All right then. Till we come again next time, stay blessed.
It's you and I with Monalisa.
The natural hair saga has seemed to take the world by storm, and indeed Africa. My guest today is someone who is very known in the natural hair industry. She's a sister from another mother. Her name is Yellow Sisi. Welcome to the show again.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
I know you're quite camera shy, but sorry, I can't help your situation right now. I need you here. So tell us, how did this hair journey, how did this all begin with you?
Okay. First of all, I've always hated relaxers. You know, I'm not the kind of person that will go to salons. I hated the whole salon, relaxing my things, staying there the whole day. I hated the smell. Then when I had my child, I hated how relaxer felt on her hair. So, and I didn't know the option. Like, I had absolutely no idea that we could actually wear our hair out. So one day I just ran into a lady that had natural hair. And I was curious, like, what kind of extensions do you have on there? She was like, I don't have any extensions. This is my hair.
Natural?
Yes. Like black natural hair. In fact, she was running into a bus and I had to stop her, like, what did you do? She said, I didn't do anything. It's my hair. I just kind of twisted my hair.
Can people who still have the relaxed hair, can they still use the natural products for natural hair?
Some things like shampoo I found tricky because, I mean, if you have relaxed hair, some people with some ingredients in their shampoo will tangle your hair. Most natural hair products are made solely for hair to be moisturized, feels a certain way. So basically, I would advise that if the product is for natural hair, just stick to natural hair products.
What about the scientific effect on the human body?
Like, I have a friend that has a series of fibroid operations. So the last one was so bad that the doctor advised her to take out her womb. So she said, I mean, what else can be done? So yes, and the doctor said, just stop relaxing your hair, stop any chemicals. So it wasn't as if the emphasis was on relaxer, but a big part of it, because we have a lot of follicles on our hair, and relaxer sips directly. We don't know the effect of this. So he said, stop relaxing your hair, stop using some chemically laden products that we are really not aware, because, you know, our market is basically unregulated.
So how should one take care of her hair or his hair? Is it daily? Is it weekly? How? Because it's expensive.
No.
Natural hair is expensive. Do you know how long I had this hair how long now? Do you know how much I've spent on this hair?
You can do as expensive as you want and as basic as you want. But the problem with being basic is that you have to have an experience. Because I can use 3 products or 2 products on my hair, and that's fine. When we all have relaxed hair, we're not doing much. You just relax your hair and put regular pomade and leave. But most of us had just mid-shoulder length hair. we didn't have gorgeous hair. There was nobody say, oh, that's why if we see one or two persons with long hair, like we're in awe, is this your hair? But no, you see a lot of women with natural hair, very, very full, long natural hair, that if they relax it now, it will be almost like beyond bra length.
Wow.
Yes.
So if I didn't have natural hair, I would be running down to Yellow City Salon to get my hair all fixed and all looking really African, very natural. So Yellow City, thank you for this. For your time. It has been an amazing experience, and I hope you've learned one or two things. So guys, girls, go natural. Yes, I said it, go natural. Hi guys, so I'm here to take care of my hair. I do this bi-weekly, and I advise you guys who are natural hair to always get your hair done bi-weekly. So see you in the studio.
It's you and I with Monalisa.
Welcome back, viewers. Indeed, health should always come first. Now, our guest on InstaBiz is a young entrepreneur, a mentor, and a multi-award winning planner. She is the CEO of Trendy B Events. Please welcome Bisola Boha. Bisola, it's so good to have you on the show.
Thank you so much. I'm grateful.
Thank you for honoring us.
You're welcome.
Yes, so you are one of the greatest event planners ever. You've been to Dubai, you've planned events in Abu Dhabi, London, America. Where else are you going to carry out this your beautiful business to? Australia? Have you done Australia yet?
Not yet, but hopefully in the nearest future.
You will.
Yeah.
Tell me about Dubai. You were mentioned as
top 100 event planners in Africa.
Thank you. So what is it like?
Well, it was amazing meeting a lot of other event planners around the world, because initially event planners were never really respected. A lot of people saw event planners as glorified house helps, because especially in the wedding industry, because it was more about running errands and trying to just get the work done, and it was basic. There was no challenge. When I came into the industry, that was one thing I definitely wanted to address, because I saw that every event, especially the wedding industry, was a bit basic. So you just come, eat, drink, and that's pretty much what it is. There's no entertainment. There are no memories to take back with you, and which is what I had actually stood by, because I love to create fantastic memories from every event that I produce. So meeting other people that are doing amazing in their countries was actually very encouraging.
So what is that thing that you do that is so different from every other event planners? I mean, considering that you're already just a little 5 years old in the business.
Well, I'll say that like I mentioned earlier, I love to leave a lasting memory for every job. So for every job, you're going away with a memory of something unique. So it's either you're having a brand entrance that speaks volume, that is a bit different from the norm. I've had a couple coming from the roof, putting into consideration what my clients feel at that point of time. Yes.
So people are tilting towards destination weddings.
I'll talk from the event that I'm supposed to be having later on in the year. I think a lot of people are a bit bored from the the same old scenes. They want something new, something fresh,
so a bit of orderliness. To do with the money.
You can actually spend even more doing a destination wedding than just having it here. It depends on the country. There are a lot of destination countries that are quite expensive, even when you charge per person. However, a lot of people want to be able to get a smaller crowd and give way more.
Yes, I think that's even what I think. For me, I'm very traditional that way. I don't need the whole world attending my wedding. Who would you say is the most influential clientele you've ever worked with?
I've done some governors' daughters' wedding, a lot of politicians' daughters' events or sons' events. However, I'll say most times when I do for either artists, for example, I know Banky W's wedding was quite huge for me. Even though I've done a lot, even though I've done I feel like I've done even maybe even better in some other weddings, but that particular wedding it was big for me. Like a lot of people kept asking, okay, who is this person, who is that person, so it really put me out there a lot more. So God bless their soul. Yeah, so that really helped.
Tell me, Bisola, how much are you worth?
Oh God. I don't know. I'm not going to answer this question.
You have to answer the
How much
question.
am I worth? A lot.
So tell me, recently you taught at the Wedding Business School. You also run master classes and internship programs. Did you also have any experience teaching, or did it just come naturally?
Okay, so
training.
I did a training in America for a bit, but that alone is not what has really encouraged me to want to teach or spread the knowledge about event planning. It was because I saw a lot of mess when I started.
One last question. I mean, when you have successful event planner, so was there any trait of it when you were growing up?
I promise you,
nothing.
I never ever thought about being an event planner.
No,
never.
But did the thought of being creative, whether in the entertainment industry or drawing or something?
No. The funniest thing is that I was so shy and so timid that a lot of my friends are so shocked at how well I'm doing as an event planner, because I didn't even think I could lead. I was just that shy little girl, very naive. Now I have to talk, I have to speak, I have to tell people, So even sometimes I'm quite shocked that, I ended up this way. Thanks to my friend that gave me a chance randomly, by the way. So it was just out of like, come and help me. Now this place, that. And I found that I loved it.
Thank you, friend, for bringing out the best of this young woman right here sitting in front of me.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
So
it's been amazing having you. Yes. God bless you for coming.
Thank
you.
Guys,
this has been an insightful episode. So stay tuned. You and I continue.
It's you and I with Monalisa.
This is still you and I, and it's time for Top of the Pops.
Get on the building, scoop in the building. You know how we do this shit. For real. Let's go. Wow. TK. All for the ladies. Them say me got no love for you, me got no kiss.
A gift is an ability I developed myself. There's always a fear that we are probably not going to make it, but we just have to keep going. It's just what keeps us, the drive, the passion to do the music. That's it. The first time my music was aired, it was amazing because I had so many people placing comments and telling me how much they loved the music, so I was inspired to do more. That was it. I was on radio, live radio, and I was asked the capital of Kwara State, and I said something else. It was embarrassing, so embarrassing. I remember then it was not good. That was so embarrassing. My stage name is very simple. I just decided to keep it simple. It's my birth name initials. Originally, I'm named Tochukwu Kizito Okechukwu, so that's where TKO came from. And also the boxing acronym, Technical Knockout. So the TKO is capital. That's why I got capital TKO. Tempo. That's the best producer I've worked with so far. He understands my music. He's been with me way back since secondary school. So we've been doing music together. Why I think I'm going to blow is because I think there's this side of my music nobody has yet to put out that I want to show them. So they just need to watch out for it. So stay tuned to You and I with Monalisa. I go by the name T, capital TKO.
Can't wait for you, baby, to be my baby. You know, you and I on the way. Wanna know what it feels like. Sippin' chillin' with a nigga on a deal. Every superwoman and a superman. Drive you crazy like we in the Benz.
Good to blow? Yes or no?
Every superwoman and a superman. Drive you crazy like we in the Benz.
It's you and I with Monalisa.
Welcome back to Your Money segment. Netcom Oaks has been in existence since 2007. It's one of the leading real estate companies around. Let's meet Dr. Kennedy Okonkwo.
Thank
Dr.
you very
Kennedy,
much, Monalisa.
welcome to the show.
It's a pleasure being with you.
For some weird reasons, I'm in love with your complexion. Dark, ebony black.
Thank you so much.
As opposed to yellow, ivory yellow.
Seriously, great combination.
You look excellent.
Thank you
Welcome
so
to the show. So tell us about Netcom Oaks.
Okay, Netcom Oaks is a company I incorporated in 2007. We actually started full operation in 2008 because I was in my 9-to-5 job in 2007. I left 9-to-5 job March 2008 to fully commence operation as a property development company. We started this company with just 2 staff, myself and an assistant.
So in business, we all need a lot of faith. You know, in business, like I said, you started with 2 staff. Now, would you tell us and tell the viewers what are the challenges? Please, no exaggeration. Okay. Tell us the real challenges you faced when you left your 9-to-5 job to where you are now today.
The challenges are many, from financing. Just imagine that the bank that we opened our first account with, for certain reasons, I will not mention their name, we're on air.
You don't have to.
The bank turned down our offer to provide financial assistance, and 10 years back they are begging to get our account, even though you know how that feels like, you know.
Tell me about it.
So everybody feels that, well, what does he have in his head that will make us part with the millions with him? Is it because he feels he can become the greatest real estate developer of our time? He must have very, very tall ambitions.
Okay, I mean, you've done this for quite some time and you've been very successful. Please, could you tell somebody who wants to start up a company like yours, for instance, what are the basic measures, steps they should take to be able to start up a real estate, you know, developing, you know, ideas, for instance? It's because a lot of people want to start real estate and they don't even know how to go about it.
I'll tell you the truth. I don't think there's any school where they'll teach you all of the things that entrepreneurship will teach you. Many of times I tell people that the most important thing that one needs is, 1, to have God, 2, to have a passion, to have a drive to change something, to have a drive to create value.
Nigerians has about 70 million house in deficit. Please, could you tell us about that?
The figure you just quoted now is from the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, and we have nearly 70% of Nigerians living in slums, and there's a whole lot that needs to be done. For us as a company, we've looked at the figures, we've looked at our research, and the thing is we're focusing on the middle class, and we're trying to not just focus on the upper middle class, but also look at those who are
middle class and average.
And the average, you know, we're trying to build 2-bedroom houses, we're trying to build 3-bedroom terraces. We are trying to bring down the figure, the sizes of the houses that we're building, because when you look at the pyramid is fatter at the bottom. And you see, what it means is we have many people at the lower echelon that actually need homes. What are we doing to the young urban professionals, the young upwardly mobile young men, newly married, who have just started their living? What kind of houses do they need? It's not everybody that has the means to live in, you know, the
premium places. Yes.
And so there's a whole lot that one needs to do, and our company, and that is what we have tried to drive at by doing our Victoria Bay project in Chevron, by doing our Victoria Crest home. We also believe that affordable housing should not be horrible. You know, there's so much that needs to be done. The man who lives in Ikoyi wants power, wants security, wants round-the-clock power supply, wants portable drinking water running in their pipelines. So also for the man who has just started his life.
So you're an inspiration to a lot of young people. I mean, coming from grass to grace, struggles to be where you are today. Tell the viewers and tell some of us who are also in need to also own a house.
The first thing in owning a house is determination to say, I want to own a house. Because many times we want to eat our tomorrow now. Many times we carry handbags that are the price of a house. Many times we drive cars that are the prices of a house. And then that car depreciates in 4 years. that house appreciates nearly double in 4 years. So you can imagine what we do. So the first thing is to be determined. By the time I had owned the number of houses I owned in Lagos, my mother just couldn't believe it because she still saw me as that same Onyeka that she knew. You know, because why? I looked at myself and I said to myself, I needed to be different. We lived under Ikeja Bridge at a particular point in our lives. So I felt if that was a challenge for my family, I needed to, you know, eradicate that. And I wouldn't eradicate that just by trying to be like every other person. I needed to be me. So I stayed focused. And the thing about housing is, there's never a time you buy a house, even today as it is for me. When I want to buy a house, it takes a whole lot of deprivation. Because I need to ask myself, you don't need this car now, it is this house that you need. So housing takes a whole lot of determination.
So how did you raise funding? I mean, because I know funding can be a challenge. How did you go about it?
You can say that again, you know. It took us quite a while to be able to come up with the necessary finance. What we tried to do at the early part of our development as a company was to focus on doing build, operate, and transfer. But in 2009, we tried to commence property development full-time on a build, design, build, and sell basis. So luckily for us, I had opened an account with Fidelity Bank earlier on, and we weren't running it. And then I got a branch manager. I spoke to him, and he said, you know what, come over, come tell us about your business. If you tell us about your business, we'll see how we support you. And it was just like a joke, you know. The next thing, I got my offer letter, and Fidelity Bank gave us their first 50 million naira finance. And you know, that's a whole lot, you know, for us. And with that 50 million naira, for each new project that we had done and we succeed and we finish, they come back to us that, how well can we support you again? And you know, they've been there all the way, even providing guidance once in a while to get their people to come have a look at what they are, you know, doing. And without missing what they are really a proper company funding the SMEs.
So some of the houses on your website are as high as 180 million. So tell us, has it been difficult getting potential owners to seal the deal?
Based on our strategy, what we try to do is to do a mix of houses. You know, we do a little bit of high end, then we do more of the low end houses. For us as a company, the high end is not where we have focused majorly on.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much for making our time to come and to sit on my lovely couch, and of course to educate my viewers on how to not just save money, but to also know how to invest your money in the right place. Thank you so much, Dr. Kennedy.
Thank you, Monalisa, and I hope I get to give you an offer letter.
I hope so too. Oh my goodness. This is where we call it a day. Hope to see you same time, same station next week. Ta-ta.